Welcome to RHCSA Guru. In this video, we'll explore how to control access to files in Linux. You'll learn how to view and modify file permissions, change file ownership, and manage group ownership using the command line. First, open the terminal in VS Code. Now move to the TMP directory, using the command cd/tmp. Now, let's create a file named confidential. We'll use the echo command to add some text to it. Use the command echo this file is to learn about Linux file permissions, confidential. Let's check the file permissions using ls-l. The first column shows the file type and permissions for the owner, group, and others, using R for read, W for write, and X for execute. A dash means no permission. Now the owner and group are displayed in the third and fourth columns of the ls-l output. Now, let's add write permission for the group on the file confidential. We'll use the chmod command with the G+W option. Let's verify the permission changes. By listing the files, you should now see that the group has write permission. Now let's change the ownership of the confidential file to the user coder, using the chown command. Run chown coder confidential. Next, let's change the group ownership of the confidential file to coder, using the chgrp command. Run chgrp coder confidential. Now let's verify the ownership and group changes by listing the file details. The owner and group should now be coder. Now, open a new terminal tab and switch to the user coder, using the su command. Now, as the user coder, let's read the contents of the confidential file using the cat command. Next, let's remove the read permission for the owner of the file confidential. We'll use the command chmod urtmp/confidential to achieve this. Now let's try reading the file using the cat command. Since we removed the read permission for the owner, this should result in a permission denied error. Next, let's remove the read permission for both the group and others from the file confidential using the chmod command. This ensures that only the owner has control over the file. Now let's grant read permission to all users, including the owner, group, and others, for the file confidential. After making this change, we'll verify the updated permissions using the ls-l command. Now let's modify the file permissions using numeric mode. 4 for read, 2 for write, and 1 for execute. We'll set read and write for the owner, write for the group, and no permission for others with the command chmod 640/tmp/confidential. Now let's verify our changes by listing the contents of the /tmp directory. Now let's create a user developer and set the password to password 123 using useradd and password. Then, switch to this user in a new terminal tab, using su. Run user add developer and in password developer. Now try appending text to the confidential file using the echo command. Since developer is not the owner, you should see a permission denied error. Now attempt to read the confidential file using the cat command. Since you're neither the owner nor part of the owner group, you should see a permission denied error. Now, switch back to the terminal where you are logged in as coder. Navigate to the /tmp directory and append text to the confidential file using the echo command. Run echo appending text as coder /tmp/confidential. Now, switch back to the root terminal. Create a directory named secret inside /tmp and check its permissions. You'll notice that everyone has execute permission, which allows access and listing of its contents. Run dir /tmp/secret and end ls/tmp. Now, let's remove the execute permission from the secret directory using the chmod command. This will prevent anyone from accessing or listing its contents. After that, confirm the change using lsl. Now switch to the coder user terminal and try to enter the secret directory using the cd command. Since the execute permission was removed, you should see a permission denied error. Now return to the root user terminal and restore the execute permission for the secret directory. Then, create a new file named book inside it. Run the chmod a+x secret and in touch secret/book command. This will allow users to access the directory and create the file inside it. Now let's check the owner of the file book inside the secret directory. Since the file was created by the root user, the owner should be root. Now let's change the ownership of the secret directory and all its contents to the user coder. We'll use the chown command with the recursive option to ensure all files inside the directory are also updated. Now let's verify that the ownership of the file book has successfully changed to coder. We'll use the lsl command to check the owner details. Congratulations! You've successfully completed the exercise. Don't forget to mark the lab as complete to finalize your progress.